Hey guys, it's me, Jared G. I was wanting to check in and see how everybody was doing. I had a couple thoughts, thought I would share them and see what you guys think. So I saw a post earlier today that said, "We are the bad guy in somebody's story." Such a thought-provoking thing if you give it a couple seconds. We are all the bad guy in somebody else's story. And it's valid, it's true, because in your mind, you have logic behind why you act the way you do, why you say the things you say, why you treat people the way you do, hopefully as good as possible. But we all have our bad days, we all have our bad situations, and sometimes some of us are just not good people, or we just don't react in a positive way, right? And obviously we're not all going to be the same. How boring would life be if we all thought and acted the exact same way? One of the things that allowed me to probably hear this message in my soul, in my brain, in my thought processes, was the idea that we can never have any control over anyone else, over how anyone else acts. We only have control over how we react, how we handle things, how we respond to things. And I myself, I got this message from, actually Meghan McCain used the term on a show I was watching. She said, I don't know if she said she suffers from, but that she tends to be an emotional reactor. She reacts emotionally in a snap judgment, in a snap response. Doesn't mean that she doesn't believe what she's saying, but you can tell, like, she will get flushed, her skin will go a little bit red, and her responses are a little snarky. I'm the exact same. I get defensive and I'm passionate about what I think. Obviously, I've put some thought into it. How could anybody dare see it differently? And the reality is, sometimes if I take a deep breath and look at it, it doesn't mean I will agree with you, but I can see where you're coming from. I wish that's what more people would say. Oh, I hear you. I see what you're saying. I've probably had a different experience than you, and so I go at it a different way. And allowing people to have their own differences. But knowing that you are the bad guy in somebody else's story, you have to be able to say, I'm going to accept responsibility for my actions, and I'm also going to accept the fact that sometimes people see my actions in a negative manner, but that doesn't mean that I'm wrong either. So it's kind of an interesting thing to think about. I'm wondering if you've ever thought about, how can somebody else listen to what so-and-so says about me? Don't they know me? They should know. But also, so-and-so is somebody who was in my life at one point. So I obviously also trusted that person and had a friendship with that person until I didn't anymore, for whatever reason. So that should make sense to me, why other people are believing and listening in and trusting that person. And maybe there's truth to their side of the story, in their mind, in their heart. And just because it's not the way you saw things doesn't mean that that's not still their truth. So I have to remember and remind myself, I am still the bad guy in plenty of people's stories. Believe me, I know, and I'm sorry to all of you. I know I'm a lot to handle. I miss you all. I understand that sometimes we need to separate from people, and that's because they see me as the bad person, or they see me as too much for them to handle. That's the piece I have to come with, because I can't control how they act. I can't control how they see what I'm doing. But I should be accountable and see how my actions are affecting relationships and friendships. And I would hope everybody does that, right? Go back and, I don't know if you meditate or just take a second, but think about, how are my actions reflected when I look at my relationships with other people? How does it bounce back to me? And is it something I'm proud of? So I'll keep working to keep myself proud. I'll keep working to be good, but I will still keep working to remember I could be the bad person in a lot of other people's stories, but I'm going to continue to try not to be, while still being proud of my actions. So I hope you guys do too. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy whatever day it is, wherever you are, whatever time it is, and focus on positivity. Live with too many exclamation points. I'm the Chubby Unicorn Bear. You guys have fun. Subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Feel free to check it out. I've got a couple other videos, and I'll try and post more frequently. Have a good day. Bye, guys.